Justin Hawkins writes again. Good day to you, it is I, Justin Hawkins. This is Justin Hawkins Rides Again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, sign up for the alerts. Today I'm talking about guitar fails, you know, the excruciating moments that guitarists dread when things don't go according to plan, or you're operating outside of your comfort zone and it goes wrong. The whole point, I think, of playing like guitar in an exciting and rock and roll way is that you're at the limit of your ability, and sometimes a brain fart or just like a lack of muscle memory or something steps in and ruins it for you. And these are some examples of that. I'm going to react to each one as we go along. See, I think the thing about Fred Durst there is he just he seems to have it under control. It's a pretty heavy sound, really detuned. What is that he's playing? Hang on. Yeah, so it's probably a 7-string guitar with an extra, I can't do it on this, but he's got another string underneath the E string, which is a B, like a low B. It's a really filthy sound. It's probably quite difficult to control, but he's got it. He's got this. I don't know why he hesitates. I don't know why he overthinks it. Just keep going, Fred. Don't worry about it. Don't look back. Never look back. Okay, yeah, and don't do solos. I think he's all right with the chugging stuff, though. We should have just stuck with the chugging. That's it. Stick with the chugging. See, that's a good riff. It's pretty good, actually. Thing about Lars is I think he's credited as writing a lot of the Metallica stuff, but it feels like, you know, it's one thing making a riff like that, but when you're standing in front of a massive amp, you've got to get it under control. And I think my issue with Lars's playing there is he hasn't dampened the strings, so he's walking around this sort of doing this. You hear all this sort of extraneous stuff happening behind it, which is, it's not pretty. I mean, he's great at writing riffs. That's already quite catchy, but should leave the playing to the others, really. He's got those hands where you pick up the guitar and it immediately sounds out of tune. Some people have that gift, you know. But having said that, I love Lars. He's a great guy. Gets a bit half-hearted towards the end. I think he knows that he's probably better off returning from whence he came behind the drum set. There's something about Lil Wayne's style that I just love. He really seems to be feeling it. He's just grinning up at the gods, and his technique doesn't look half bad. If you look at where his fingers are, he's kind of got his thumb down there, so it's almost like a bass player's hand position. Whereas, you know, you'd expect someone like Slash to be like, his hand would be there. You almost see his thumb poking over the top, but Lil Wayne's like this. I don't think his fingers are as long as mine. I know, maybe he's got like a bar across there. Maybe he's trying to do this. Or maybe it's an extension of the one note solo. Remember this one? Does it? It's really cool. I love it. In a way. Ah. It's so cool. I like that. It's a good slide down, actually. He's got the rest of the strings under control and he gets that. Seems to be playing with his thumb. Yeah, so he's obviously got enough control to use part of his palm to mute the strings that he doesn't want ringing out at that point. So yeah, not as bad as it initially looked. So it's come out of his Blue Telecaster, Nick Jonas, some award ceremony somewhere, millions of people watching at home. Hits the first phrase, lovely, and then looks up, sees the crowd, sees the cameras, and does this. I mean, the legendary music producer Roy Thomas Baker told me the wrong note played with enough confidence is actually the correct note. And I think you just need to have the balls and the courage to just go for it, you know? Regardless of the consequences. Just hit the wrong note, but hit something. For God's sake, hit something. Please. Now this is one that Rufus has sent me before, like it's supposed to be like, it's widely regarded as the worst performance of all time. I just don't think these guys have had enough practice individually or together actually. You know, this is a band in their infancy, although, you know, their driving licenses would probably tell a different story. But, you know, you've got to start somewhere and sometime. Don't think it's fair to mock this. Aha, yes, and here's Slash. The opening salvo of Sweet Child O' Mine. I mean, if anyone's allowed to get it wrong, it's Slash. It's his riff. If he's such a perfectionist that I think he just wanted to get it right for the people that paid all that money to go and see them. Fair play to him. He's a great guitar player and a lovely man as well. Nice one, Slash. Okay, this is a bit unfair. The guitarist doesn't quite get it right and then gets clobbered for it. That's never happened to me. I'm too quick. I do think the occasion's got the better of him there. The guitar makes an amazing noise when it gets hit around the head. But it's still not cool. Violence is bad in all of its forms, even if it's comedic in that way. I think he's playing that. Imagine there's no... How's it go?
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try.
But he's just reduced it to this. Again, needs a bit more practice, and it's the way these notes... I mean, yeah, that's the melody, but it needs to interact with this to create the dissonance that makes that John Lennon song such a classic, really. When you just hear that on its own, it's not really enough. But this is an artist in development. I think when you go to an audition like that, you're probably just... You know, you want to show an unpolished version of yourself because it's what they can mould you into. You know, if you give them the complete article, they might not be interested. So he's played it, but he's underplayed it, unfortunately. And poor Bumblefoot is unsighted. You can't be expected to do the things he does without seeing the fingers. I mean, that guy's an extraordinary guitarist, but you put a blindfold on him and he gets a bit lost, like anybody would, I suppose. That's an unfortunate incident. I consider that more of a wardrobe malfunction than a guitar fail. I love this Madonna one where she's just... Just sounds like the end of a great and exciting song. She's really nailed it. She knows how to get that orange amp feeding back in the way that us noise enthusiasts like. And of course she writhes and gyrates. It's quite... left me a little hot under the collar, if you will. Shit, I sound like... I look like Frank Spencer, but I sound like Roger Moore. Would it be better the other way around? I don't know. I'll never know. Justin Hawkins writes again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, sign up for the alerts, and watch one of these 2 videos. Nice one. Keep practicing, guys.